Hey everybody, it's Tony Mac here with the first of the Tuesday Tech Tips. Hope everybody's out shooting your bows, staying busy with it. Beautiful day outside today, about 80 degrees and a little bit muggy. So with the whole Tuesday Tech Tips, they're just going to be short videos. It's just basic knowledge that we're trying to spread out to people who might not know it. I mean, really, it's going to be a weekly video, 1-2 minutes long, just kind of going over, say, like timing on bows, or today I'm doing spine on arrows. It seems simple, but it's something that's very important and something that if you don't know it, it can be a problem. So today's video, like I said, arrow spine. What is arrow spine? You can get all kinds of crazy with arrow spine, but how I would put it to make it where everyone's going to understand it is, it's the flexibility of the arrow. How stiff that arrow is going to be. And in general, the easy way to think about it, a higher spine, such as a 500, 400, is more for a low draw weight bow or somebody with a low draw weight, short draw length. And spine also determined goes by draw length. That is a big one. Somebody with a 30-inch draw length at 70 pounds is going to be shooting probably a lot lower spine, which lower actually means stiffer, lower spine arrow than somebody, say, with a 27-inch draw length at 70 pounds. So, with arrow spine, the biggest thing to determine arrow spine is going to be, as I said, draw length and draw weight. And each company has a spine chart. Check the spine chart on the company's arrows you are using. I'm going to give you kind of an example here. I have some Black Eagles and I have Ultras. If you go by Ultra's spine chart and think you're going to grab a Black Eagle that's going to have the exact same spine because Ultra says you should be shooting, say, a 350, I'm going to tell you it's going to be different. I've actually done it, and for what a 350 should be on an Ultra is a 300 on a Black Eagle carnivore. Goes by. So, spine chart. Basically, most of your boxes are going to have this chart here. You're going to have your draw weight, draw length, and then, so it's a small box here. But basically what this is this is going by the weight of the bow for a compound or recurve. And then if you flip it, that's actually the draw length right here. So say you're shooting, let me see if I can find where it was. I think it's right in here, like a 60 to 70. See how much that changes as it goes? That draw length is super, super important. And the also thing to watch on spine charts is some of them will say with the included insert or outsert, which could be 50 grains. If that's what it's going by, okay, but always double check because, so the Ultras here, their spine chart is going right here saying draw length up top, draw weight. But what it says in the fine print on the side is it's telling you if you're using a 25 grain outsert or point weight increased, it's actually saying to use the next spine up, which Ultra 204s, which is a 5 mil, DS 166s, which is a 4 mil, both have the Arco system. Believe, don't quote me, but I think they're like 50 grains. You actually have to go up a spine size due to that Arco system if you're going by their chart. And then Gold Tip, they have a completely different one. I've seen it a ton of times. Victory, theirs actually goes by different arrows. HLRs, the Rip XVs, they actually have two different spine charts. Main thing is just when you come in, we're going to help you. We're going to make sure you're getting the right spine arrow. We're going to go over it. We're going to show you the charts. We're also going to go over the outserts because every arrow comes with a different one. Every arrow comes with a different weight. Maybe it's an aluminum or some have titaniums. We don't carry the titaniums the most because generally they're much more expensive, and that's usually something that if you want them, we can order them. But that's just kind of a very important part of tuning your bow too, because an underspined arrow tuning is a nightmare. Over spine slightly you can get away with, but you really never want to lean towards the under spine. You really don't, because that's when issues can arise, carbon breaks, things happen, and it's not worth the headache over, say, just getting the right spine arrow just because maybe you want a lighter arrow that goes faster. Different companies make arrows that are designed to be a speed arrow, such as Rip XVs. They're super light and they're made to literally be fast. Now, on the other hand, I shoot Ultra 4 mils in 300s. They're 10.6 grains. They're heavy. That's just what I like. I'm not shooting them because they're super fast. I just like them. And arrows can be, there's so many different things that affect spine. If you're shooting a 125 broadhead, that's going to change what spine you need. If you're shooting lighted nocks, you're actually increasing the spine by adding the weight to the back of the arrow instead of adding weight to the front. Kind of works that way. You add weight to the back, spine increases. You add weight to the front, spine decreases. Kind of a lot to play with, a lot to think about. Like I said, if you come in here, we're going to help you. But this is just for guys who are, shopping around looking. Biggest thing is your draw length. Biggest thing is draw length, no matter what. I have guys come in all the time. I shoot a 300. You're shooting 60 pounds at 28 inches. I mean, you could easily get away with a 350. But, like I said, over spine, you can get away with a little better. Under spine, you want to definitely avoid. But yeah, that's today's Tech Tip Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching, and keep your eyes open. Like I said, we're going to start doing these here and there, like going over timing. We're going to go over a lot of different things. I got a ton of ideas. And it's just basic knowledge just to help everybody in the community out that might not know this, or maybe they don't have a local bow tech, or maybe really they're just wanting to get into archery and they have no idea. So any questions, guys, give me a call, shoot me a message on Facebook. We got tons of arrows. We do custom arrows also, custom arrows. So that's one of my favorite things to do here in the shop is custom arrows. And, yeah, thanks, guys.